What is up, y'all? We are back in the house again. I'm your man.
There you go. Finally,
right?
Finally.
All right.
You saying your boy. Then grew up.
Big Mike.
And I'm Rod. Yeah, I'm Rod. I'm just going to jump in because usually there's a pause there and I messed it up. So I'm just going to cut you off.
I was going to build you up a little bit.
Okay, well, go ahead. Let me
it's
back
too late
up.
now.
No,
it's too late now. Nah, man. And I'm next to an amazing brother, the co-host, an honorable mention.
Okay. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, Go ahead.
Honorable mention, though, that's like you didn't get first, second, or third place. They just was like, we don't want him to hurt his feelings, so he got honorable mention. Well, that's cool. No, I'll take it.
I had to throw a little shade in there. I was going to say honorable man, but then you had said the things that you said before I was going to say that, and I was like, well, you get an honorable mention now.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it as long as I'm mentioned. As long as I'm mentioned, that's all that matters, right? They mention my name, and I make it happen after that. I am Rod, the second part of this podcast, and I'm proud that Mike actually said, the man part of it, because this is a Grown Man Gang podcast. He been saying your boy, Mike. And as you know, boy is a white racist word. No, I just had a little flashback. My bad.
Well, speaking the truth. now, if y'all want to unfollow us, go ahead. We didn't need you no way.
Now would be the time, You might as well do it early and often. You know what I mean? That's funny. So, side note, we'll get back to it. But I was looking at my followers, and I'm like, damn, man, it's not really moving. Like it's been kind of around the same number for a while. And but when you look at the analytics, it'll show like followers, and it'll show the percentage that it's up or whatever.
Okay.
And so related to last month, it was up like, I don't know, 20% or 30%. I don't know. I really don't know the number, but it was up some percentage, right? It was in the green. But I'm like, damn, how's it up? It's like 4,000 or something like that. I'm like, how am I up 4,000 followers, but still the same number like of followers? And I look at my unfollows. I was like, I don't know what I said on this day, but people was like not fucking with me that day. I lost like 3,000 followers. I'm like, oh man, so just breaking even. But it's cool though. Who's for you is for you, and who ain't.
Yep. People
following your president. So people could follow him. People could follow anything.
Look, he your president too, all right? He's apparently he is Jesus. So apparently Dr. Jesus.
Dr. Jesus,
Dr. J, the real Dr. J.
A lot of really good people. And that's crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy though, because I've never touched 4,000 followers, and you talk about gaining 4,000 or losing 4,000 like it's nothing, but it's cool.
Listen, man.
This is the Privileged Show with Roderick the Privileged, with all his followers.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
The only follower that matters is you, right? Like the one person that's listening right now that heard me say that, that's the only person that matters. Everybody else isn't just another follower,
Hey, you just lost 10,000 followers.
There we go. Listen, hey, look. Again, whoever is for you is for you. Like I said, I don't know what I said that day. I couldn't even go back and figure out what it was. Something I posted, people was not rocking with. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. Social media ain't real anyway. It's real money, though. Y'all need to follow me, please. I need to get some...
Speaking of, we might as well get into that early into the podcast, right? Like, okay, so Mike's got a number of things going on, right? You got the Damn We Grown. I'll let you do it, right? Because I know you're trying to build up the podcast. You and Tiff been back at it.
Ooh, all right.
Hitting heavy, posting every day. Definitely got the content. Video looks good. Doing all the stuff. So, So what tell the people what you got going on.
Man, what I got going on, man, is I got to go to work as soon as we're done with this, man. That's what's going on. All right? And if y'all don't want me to have to keep going to work, my back is sore. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through things. Took a vacation with this brother, our families together, had a great time, but my back was toe up. All right? Now, I'm not going to say I hurt my back at work, but I be lifting up stuff every day. It could be the cause of it, right?
Could have led to it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Workman's comp. Nah, man. But like Rob was saying, me and my wife, Tiff, we got Damn We Grown. We started that back in 2018. Episode 252, probably dropping soon. Grinding it out, and we stopped for wow, we stopped for like a year and some change because there was like sickness in our family with my mom passed from cancer. So we just kind of stopped for a while. And then her parents ended up passing in the same year, like the year after. They both passed within the same year, within like, 6-7 months of each other. So it was like, kind of tough to really do that podcast and going through that mourning period, you know what I'm saying? So we kind of just shut it down for a minute, but we got it back up. It was for sure a New Year's resolution for us to get this grind back cracking, and we love to do it. And then this guy, you know what I'm saying, doing this show with him really, got me like, yeah, man, we need to get it back going. And
got the podcast juices flowing.
Got it flowing again, you know what I'm saying? So, Damn We Grown is back. And yeah, having a good time, you know what I'm saying, watching this brother's podcast, Forfeit Fatherhood. I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying, more and more posts and more episodes jumping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we moving.
Yeah, we got like a black podcast network going right now. If I could only get my wife to get back on the podcast, you know what? I think it's like a thing for her, like just to kind of mess with me. She's like, oh, we should record, and then I get to start setting up, and then she'll be like, I don't really feel like it. Let's do it another day. Like, you know what? If you put it on the schedule, I'll make sure we do it. And then something will come up and it'll be like, I'm not feeling good.
Wait. You put it on the schedule and it still doesn't happen?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mike taking shots, but he's not going to win this one. He's not going to win this one.
Listen, I want to do...
See, look, God took his voice away. He over there like a little mermaid.
Just turn into salt. I do want to do an episode about schedules and the way that, matter of fact, let's just jump into it real quick. Just a quick little side note.
Let's do it.
So here's my mentality with schedules. I'm not against schedules. I'm not.
He's a liar.
I'm not against them.
Okay.
Dang, man. But I am against those thugs. No.
Same thing I was thinking. Golly, you let your intrusive thoughts come
on, man. we locked in. But I feel like with schedules are like wheelchairs or crutches, right? It's like it's good to use every now and then to a certain point. But if I have to have the crutches in order for me to get around, I'm not going to get to where I need to be without the crutches. Does that make sense?
Yes, if you're injured.
Yeah. So,
or if you're not, like, if you're acutely injured, not if you're chronically injured.
Okay. Let's say I'm acutely injured.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's doing all this.
I'm just saying, like, if you roll an ankle, you might need crutches for a couple weeks. If your legs don't work at all, you might need a wheelchair for life. So True. I don't know if that analogy works. So you have to put context around it.
Right. It works. It feels good. I like this.
Okay.
So I hurt my back. I just told you I hurt my back, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, the advice that I got from the doctor and this brother first was, I know it may make you feel good to just lay in bed and relax, but you have to get out the bed and you have to walk. Even though it's going to hurt, you got to walk as much as you can. It's going to get that blood flowing to your back. And that's going to decrease the inflammation and, yada, 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 get you back. So I feel like with a schedule, it's taking that part of your mind that you have to remember what you got to do, and it's putting it on this paper or putting it on your phone nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that your mind does not have to do that compute anymore. So if you do that for too long, for too much, your brain is now not trained to have to remember these things and to stay sharp. Now, I do believe that it's cool to have some stuff. But if you get to a point where you have so much stuff scheduled that you have to have a calendar and put on a schedule, you're just doing too much. We weren't meant to be doing all this stuff, man.
So your issue is with society then, not with schedules?
It's a societal issue.
I mean, so all right. So I understand what you're saying. My thing with schedules is if I am going to do all of the things that I have to do, I had to put them down somewhere, because I can remember for the most part, but something's going to get lost, because not only am I putting the things on the schedule, like the thing that I put on the schedule is the title of the thing. Within that thing, I've got 10 other things that need to be done or that have like for example, so if I put work on the schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which everybody does, whether you write it down or not, everybody has work on their schedule and it automatically takes up the time of your day that you're supposed to be at work. During that time, there may be 7 to 8 different tasks you might have to do. And not only do you have to do those tasks, but you have to have all the skills that are associated with that task. You have to take the brain power in order to do those skills. So I'm just putting a reminder of during this time, this is what I'm gonna be dedicated to. I can dedicate all my brain power to that thing during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And that allows me, for me, right? It doesn't have to be for anybody else, but for me, it allows me to be fully present in whatever is on my schedule at that time, right? Like right now, I'm not thinking about work at all, right? Even though I just mentioned it, I didn't have any further thoughts on like what I need to do today or whatever.
Right.
And the same goes for like family time or whatever I put on my schedule gets my attention, and I need to do it that way. Because I wear so many different hats, or I do so many different things. And I get your point where in society, we've gotten to a point where you're responsible for 1,000 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because you're responsible for all those things, and maybe you shouldn't be, maybe there should be some other society you live in that doesn't have all these responsibilities. I don't know where that is, but maybe when we retire and we move over to, some island somewhere, all we got to do is, eat and sleep and enjoy the island.
That's when you die.
Say it again.
That's when you die.
When you sleep?
Mm-mm. Now you slow down. And you've been used to doing so much.
Uh-huh.
People usually, they retire and then like 5 years later, they end up passing away because they're just used to doing pop, 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 and now they finally get to this.
That might be bro science. I don't know if I know that to be the case, man. I know some old retirees. Matter of fact, the people that live across the street are retired, and they do their thing. They have like a book club or something. There'd be a bunch of old ladies pull up with
They
books.
retired at 52.
Then they walk, right? But anyway, so my point is that right now you have a ton of things on your plate. If you aren't scheduling them, something's going to get forgotten or something's going to bleed over and the things aren't going to get the attention that they deserve. So that's why I put everything on my schedule.
I feel, I definitely, I get that. It makes absolute sense. That's why it's like, for me, it's a societal thing. It's not just a schedule, just you thing. It's why are we putting so much on our plates? We're putting more on our plates because we're just deciding to. And we do the same with our children. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you go to school all day. Okay, now you do this sport. You're going to do this sport. Okay, now you're in Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, Weeblo Scouts. Okay, also you need to start doing this for the church. You got the church picnic on Sunday. After that, we're going to go to da-da-da-da-da. And then it becomes natural for them. And now they have to have a schedule when they get older because this is what natural is. I need to be running, right? Like COVID, people had to stop and they were like, oh my God, I can actually relax at the home and have a good time. Like, yeah, you don't got to be going everywhere all day. COVID made people pause, stop, reflect, or COVID made people go crazy. And then when COVID was over and they got back outside, they went to the Travis Scott concert and tore it down. Now we got to find a balance.
Okay.
Because we keep putting more.
I can get down with balance.
We got to find a balance. There we go.
I think balance is probably the key there because I think the alternative, it sounds like, right? It's like we talk about opposites of the spectrum, right? It's like having a bunch of things that you do and then having nothing,
yeah,
right?
That's crazy. Yeah.
And I don't think either side is healthy, right? There's got to be some middle ground where you do have some time where you unplug and schedules don't matter. I just think for me, I lean more to one side of it than the other. And that's just out of necessity, right? Like I don't really have, I do, but I have scheduled downtime, right? And so it's just funny to say, but I have it on there because I want to make sure I get it, right? Like today I had scheduled downtime. Like I moved stuff around and made sure I did things around this time frame so that we had it available to do this, right? And then when this is over, I really don't have anything on my schedule until later tonight when I got to put on 10 caps and be dad this and dad that, right? So I think balance is key, right? I think when you're scheduling to the point where you're overwhelmed with your own scheduling, then it might be a problem. And then I think on the flip side, where you don't schedule anything and things get sacrificed or lost or don't get the attention they deserve, that's also a problem. So I think finding somewhere in the middle that exists, I think something that's it's interesting about this whole conversation is that all of us will, to some extent, the things we consider to be priorities or important get scheduled and they don't get forgotten, right?
Yeah.
If you got a doctor's appointment, you don't miss the doctor's appointment, right? Because they're going to charge you probably if you don't show up. You get the no-show fee, and you put it on the schedule or you put it on the refrigerator if that's your schedule, whatever. But that time gets allotted because it's important. And so for me, the things that are on my calendar are the things that are important. And then if it's not, then it doesn't make it. I just don't have time for it.
Yeah. I feel you. I agree. That's why, it's going to go longer. That's cool. I'm with you. I agree. I'm with you.
I mean, look, we got a podcast for a reason. Like, if you want to flesh it out, we can flesh it out.
Nah, I think I had said it to you. It was like, the things that we put on our schedule that we want to do, we'll do them, whether they're on a schedule or not. The things that we want to do, we're going to do them.
Mm-hmm.
If I put on the schedule, cut the grass tomorrow, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like cutting the grass today. It don't matter that it's on the schedule. I don't really feel like cutting the grass. I'm going to adjust my schedule now. It's going to be something else. Even though I put it on my schedule, I'm supposed to cut the grass at 9 a.m. Saturday morning, but we woke up and Tiff and Maddie want to go to some yard sales. You know what? Forget that grass. I'll cut the grass when we get back. And then we get back, it's 12 o'clock. It's too hot now. It's 97 degrees. We're supposed to be barbecuing and we're supposed to be hooking up with Rod and Ari and the girls. You know what? I'll just cut it tomorrow. Oh, wait, we're supposed to go to the beach tomorrow. Yada, yada. So the things that you really want to do, whether on the schedule or not, you're going to do them.
Yes. And in that scenario.
And that's it, y'all. So let's talk about what.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I would say in that scenario, though, like it's one of those things where, okay, so if you had it scheduled for that time,
mm-hmm.
if scheduling was your thing, then there would be some boundary there already set up. Whereas people would know that you had, like, for example, for my schedule, like we go over our schedule weekly, we talk about it. I don't remember everything Ari got going on. Like it's not necessary for me, and she doesn't remember it for me either. Right. But we have at least the crossover points where we both have to be involved. We discuss. And so she knows and I know. And then the pop-up things is like we just spur the moment. Like you just came up with it. Sometimes they get done, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Like, look, y'all want to go to the yard sale? Cool, hit the first 2 without me. I'm going to cut the grass real quick. I'm going to catch up with y'all. Because if I don't cut the grass now, I know how the schedule looks. I'm not going to be able to cut it until next week, right? And I live in an HOA. They knocking on the door after a week. The grass get a little high. My neighbor is calling, right? And
you got one of those neighbors.
And they're emailing me, right? So I can't afford that. And so it's kind of like everyone has to know that that's your thing, and it's something that you have to communicate, right? Yeah. But everybody know you loose on your schedule, then everybody's just gonna tap dance on your schedule, or lack thereof, right? Like,
did I tap dance on your schedule today, brother? I'm sorry, man.
No, that wasn't directed at you. I mean, but you did.
I was a little tad bit late, maybe like an hour. You know what I'm saying?
You tap danced, but I wasn't tripping because, like I said, I moved everything around, so I literally didn't have anything. And I just scheduled today because I didn't know how long, if we're going to do 2 episodes or whatever. So I was just like, I'll just take the whole day and do a majority of it yesterday, save a little bit for tomorrow. So that I had time after the girls went to school. So we good. We good.
Today, all right.
But I'm just saying in that instance, if something like, so my family knows, right? Like if I have something scheduled, we just got, if I can reschedule it, I'll try to, but like it was on my schedule. Like I didn't have this planned, whatever. So y'all can go, I'll catch up with you, or I'm not going to make it this time or whatever. But I think if that isn't already set boundary, then it doesn't cause an issue, I guess, it could. It could.
You are a married man and a father, no matter what, it's going to be your fault.
Oh, yeah.
I got these free Disneyland tickets and you don't want to go because you want to cut the grass. But baby, we got to cut the grass.
Yeah, look, I'm going to give it a quick cut. I'm not going to line it up, but I'm going to give it the quick cut to make sure it's low. 10, 15, 20, 40 minutes, hour, whatever, depending on how big your yard is. And then we're going to get to Disney when we get there.
We need to be there when it opens, Dad.
But you just found out this morning. So like you wasn't going to ever get there when it opens.
I'm tired of you doing this to us.
This is the compromise. You get there a little later.
Yeah.
Because I'm teaching you that I have responsibilities and I have boundaries and things that I've set up for myself.
All right.
Self-respect.
All right.
Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so we can put a pin in that, or
We
you
can
want
put
to
a
keep
pin in
going?
that. We good, man. So y'all don't do schedules. Rod said it. You don't need it. Don't make no sense. Okay.
Nah, that's it. Don't do it. It's
balance.
Like
balance.
adulting. It's a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Would not recommend. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Now find that balance.
Yeah, for
Make
sure.
it work for you.
For sure. You figure out what works for you. I think that's always the answer, right? It's like the answer when somebody asks me something is it depends. Typically, it depends on the situation. And then what works for you? Like what makes the most sense for you in your situation? Like I can tell you what works for me, but it don't work for everybody.
Yeah.
And trying to do it my way might end up being a disaster for you. Right. So what makes most sense for you, and probably for most people, is going to be some balance, right? Prioritize the things that are most important. You put those on your schedule, right? Because you know you're going to show up for them. And then everything else, you just kind of, as it pops up, right? Like, for example, when you're going on vacation, right? Like,
for sure.
But not outside of that, there's obviously other things that you have on your schedule. Like, when you got your doctor's appointments, when you're going to work or whatever.
6 p.m. Monday.
But like the little things in between aren't as important. So then you kind of have a little bit more free reign to kind of do, and that might just be your style, your personality. It's like, I just want a little bit more free time. And if somebody like me, like I think about too much and I have too much stuff going on. I probably have undiagnosed ADD or ADHD or whatever it is. This is why I'm rambling like this right now.
It's okay, man.
I got to put it down or write it down or put it somewhere. I got to give it a physical space or else I'm going to lose it. Because it's like watching the freeway, right? Like I'm gonna catch this car and I'm only gonna be able to follow it so far before it's out of sight, out of mind. So I gotta all right, it was a red car. Okay, cool. Red car came by at this time. Like, otherwise I'm just gonna forget it.
See what schedules do to your brain, y'all? Mush. Nah, that makes sense. Yeah, because Tiff is the same way. She has to.
Aspirin did it. It's autism.
Oh, damn, man. Damn. She has to write stuff down. She has to visually see it. Like if I'm explaining something to her, she needs to visually see it. So I got to break it down visually so she can, connect the dots with how she learns and how her brain can hold the memory or whatnot. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all don't be on me talking about you need to get a schedule. And I'm not going to be on y'all talking about y'all need to know how to float through this life and have the energy of the Lord on you, and he can guide you. Just stay with your satanic schedules. And then,
I'm saying it's false. That's false, because we definitely going to be on each other no matter what.
For sure.
But with an understanding, right? Like we understand each person's side of it, but I'm definitely going to be talking about you.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get these jokes. This is what it's all about, man. Come on.
Fire those off right now.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I think, should we go congratulations or should we just jump into the group chat? I think we can go group chat and then wrap it up with congratulations.
All right. Sounds good. Let's do that.
So
what's going on in the group chat, brother?
A lot of stuff, man, because it's been a little while, right? Like you said, we was on vacation for a week. I guess we can kind of dip into that a little bit.
Quick little recap.
We went on a cruise to Mexico. Really cool, really good time. Like Mike said, his back was messed up, but he made the most of it. Like if you was an outsider looking in, you wouldn't have known. Right, he just looked like he was a little bit older.
Geez,
just a little bit old. He's shuffling his feet like pop. But no,
hold on now.
Right, we had a really good time. Royal Caribbean, shout out to y'all. If anybody in the Royal Caribbean family is watching this,
they not paying us.
We're more than willing to come on another cruise and do the podcast episode there. Make sure we hype y'all up. But we would need to get, some kind of access to the cruise. So you just let me know, right? Reach out to the podcast.
We'll make sure we set that up. Never mind. I'll take that back.
No, but the cruise experience is different than I remember. The last time we went on a cruise was very different than this cruise in the sense that our girls were younger. Yeah. Girls are teenagers now, or an actual teenager and teenagers. And it was nice to have, it was almost like 2 vacations, right? Like we had a family vacation where we're all together. And then we had like a couples vacation, right? Where we were together as adults. And then we had individual couple, but like it was all wrapped up into this one because our kids were not at an age anymore where they had to be tied to us.
Yeah.
right? And it wasn't like a big fear that they were going to get lost, because I mean, worst case scenario, they was going to go overboard, right? Like otherwise, they was going to be on the ship,
Yeah,
and
they'd
we
be
was going to be
good.
able to find them,
They can swim.
right? We had the ability to contact them. We knew where they were, like, and they got to do stuff that they wanted to do, and they didn't have to do all the stuff that we wanted to do. So I think that was really cool, because I didn't know what to expect, you know, because like I said, the last time we were on a cruise, they was little, right? And so we did everything together, and it was like somebody said the other day, when you vacation with little kids, it's not vacation, it's just parenting in a different location, right? And that's what I honestly feel.
Dang,
that's what it's like.
real.
It's like you go parent somewhere else, right? Because you have some of the same responsibilities. Yeah, you don't have to clean up the same way, because if you're at a hotel or whatever, somebody else gonna clean it up.
Yeah, you don't gotta cook.
Yeah, you still got to monitor the kid and do all the things. And so, yeah, so I had a really good time. I enjoyed it. You know, the drink package thing was kind of whack. You know, I want to drink whatever I want to drink without having to pay extra for it. But, you know, that's the economy. You know, they got to do what they got to do.
No Dr. Pepper for dear old Rod, man. It's all right,
I just wanted a Coke Zero. You know what I
Coke
mean? Just a little Coke Zero. I almost went over there to a little remix machine and did it myself. But they had like one of the little workers was standing next to us. I was like, man, get your nuts out.
Sir, what are you doing, sir?
Let me get a Coke, bro. Get out the way.
$17, sir.
Yeah, nah. But okay, so cruise. Anything you want to add on the cruise before we?
Nah, man. Basically, same thing that you said. It was pretty dope. Had a good time. We should probably do another one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Go somewhere a little bit different, or do the same one, or you know, try a different company.
Yeah,
because we are taking requests from different companies. You let us know. We will talk about how amazing it is, if it is.
All right, we'll give an honest review.
Honest review. Depending on how much money you know what I'm saying. You see how bald my head is? Because I forgot the name of the shaver, but you know.
Freebird, Flex Series.
It's the Flex Series, 6,000. Cleans up. Nah, but it was really fun. Highlight for me definitely was like Catalina, driving around in golf carts, checking out the island. And just being able to be free and watching, you know what I'm saying, the girls just get that freedom and also flex that responsibility. Them like, okay, you got to be back here by 11. And they, we ran early so we could make sure we were back by 11.
Yeah.
Like, okay, good.
Yeah, somebody beating y'all, but I don't know who it is. Somebody beating y'all. That's the way they was acting.
Right. But yeah, man. But yeah. But that was dope, man. If you can get away, a cruise is like a cheaper version of a cool little vacation.
Yeah.
Lightweight vacation. I stayed with the peppermint oil so that, you know, I wouldn't be out there, you know. But, it was cool.
Yeah.
Should do it.
I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's budget friendly. Once you get on the boat, you don't have really any concerns after that. Like you really get to kind of just relax, and everything is going to be taken care of for the most part. You obviously got to kind of keep track of your schedule so you know you make it to different stuff. But schedule again. But other than that, like there's a bunch of stuff to do. You know, if you whatever you like, there's some of that there. So yeah. Group chat.
Dope. Group chat.
We're supposed to be on the group chat. Matter of fact, let me just open it up. There's a couple things out in the group chat. Some funny stuff, some maybe not so funny stuff. So let's just kind of see where we go with it. I do want to bring up, so I sent you two different videos that kind of like this men versus women thing, right? And there was one with like the German teacher. She took the kids in her class and she had them march to a song. Do you remember that video?
Yeah, with the girls, and they had it on.
She had all the girls, all the boys in the front, all the girls like behind them, and they were marching to this song. And you watch the boys, and the boys are like, they're all listening to a different song apparently, because they're all marching to a different beat or to the beat of their own drum, right? Like they are a mess. It looks like chaos. And then the camera pans over to the girls, and the girls are lock in step, right? Like they're in sync. Every girl is doing the same step, the same time. The arm swing is the same. One of the girls looks like she's singing the song. Like the girls are so locked in, and the boys are way out of control, right? And they had to be like 9 or 10. They're like young kids.
Yeah.
And the idea behind it was like, you know, girls are maybe more mature, maybe more organized, maybe more detailed than boys are. I agree with that, especially when they're young, right? Because I was a little boy and I had sisters. My sisters were definitely different than me. I'm rough and tumble, want to go outside and play. I want to do stuff physically. My sister that's closest to me, she was on that, right? She was ready for that. She wanted to do all the stuff. She wanted to play basketball. She wanted to go, ride skateboard. She wanted to do whatever. My older sisters are like, yeah, we're not finna do none of that, bro. Like, you're not doing none of that. Like, they like to fight or whatever, but they don't want to do none of that outside stuff. We're not playing basketball. We're not playing catch, none of that. So you're going to have to go do that on your own. But they definitely were like more organized. Like especially as they got older, right? Rooms were really like, everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. Room looks clean. My room was like, I just came in there and threw all my clothes off and then went back outside. Like, you know what I mean? Get these school clothes out of here, throw these shoes over here. And it's definitely very different. And I wonder, is that I think that's just genetics, right? Like there's just the way we're made, right? We're just created that way, where boys are just a little bit more rambunctious, I guess is the word, than girls, right? You always hear it, I don't know, I haven't heard it recently, but I know when we were younger, it was always like the girls are more mature than boys. They're like 2 years older than boys in maturity. And I guess I can see it in that video.
In that video, yeah. I kind of got different ideas about it, where I do think it could be that. I think it could also be the way that we view little girls from the jump, where it's like, okay, now come in here. Now I'm going to teach you how to fold your clothes. Like little girls are, I don't want to say they're pushed to like play house and but it seems like we do that, another societal thing, that we do, right? Mm-hmm. So, me having a girl, we both have girls. Something that I always wanted to make sure that I did with Maddie was that if she wanted to climb the tree, I would tell her, climb it. And then I'd be like, how high can you go? Because that's what my pops would have said to me. Like, go higher, boy, go higher. Tiff is like, no, don't go too high. And I'm like, nah, if she falls, she falls. No, I'll catch her. She'll be fine.
Right.
So I'm wondering, does that play a part in it? Or is it because girls are so young and they're able to socialize and connect with each other on a different level, that when it's time for them to lock in, they lock in? Because, I was telling you the story about when Maddie had her, I think, 11th birthday party. We took all the kids to an escape room. And so there's probably like mostly girls and then like 3 boys. And the girls were locked in, figuring out what needs to go where, how does this work, what's the next step. The boys were just like chickens with their head cut off. And I was like, what is going on? And so they were just, push this button and it makes a bird noise. And they just, and I'm like, hey, guys, you got to figure out how to do this. What are you doing? Okay. But, they finally got it together at one point. But yeah, I'm wondering how much is genetic and how much is, nature versus nurture. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking about too, because there's a second part to that, is I think it might be in terms of like development, right? Like cycles, right? When they're younger and because like I said, the kids in the video are like 9 to 11 or something, right? Girls locked in, boys are a little chaotic. We get to like middle school, high school. Like boys will have a friend from middle school their whole life, right? Just locked in. You can finish sentences kind of situation, right?
Yeah.
Girls hate each other from like middle school to the end of high school, right? So my thing and what I'm saying is like, so I think in that early stage, boys are just doing whatever they want to do, right? Like just whatever comes to mind. Oh, this is cool. I'm doing that, right? I'm stepping this way because I think it looks cool. I'm gonna step this way. You step that way. Whatever you do with your step, I do mine. Where girls are like, well, this step looks like the right step, and that's the step she's doing, so I should be doing that step because I don't want to stand out. I don't want to look different. Then they get to high school, middle school, start kind of coming into their own. That's why they don't like anybody, because she's stepping on my circle, right? Like her being hers is an interference to me versus like me trying to be like her.
You're trying to wear the same shirt I got on. You
right? Where like if you go to middle school right now, every little boy looks the same. They got on the same hoodie. You know what I mean? Like they all look the same. No matter what color, everybody got an Edgar haircut. Like everybody looks the same, or they got the sponge deal. Like everybody looks the same. And then, you know, when they become adults now, that time frame in the beginning kind of changes because there's a second video. And the second video is that they put these people on a deserted island, right? On one side of the island, it's all women. Other side of the island, it's all men. So the boat pulls up in the ocean and it's like, all right, we're at the island. You got to get off. You got to get to the island. They don't pull up to the beach. They pull up in the middle of the water. And the women are freaking out already. Like, you know, clothes are going to be wet. We're going to be cold. It's a lady crying before they even get off the boat. Tell the men the same thing. Men are diving off, fully clothed, like cannonballs. Like they're doing the whole thing. They finally get to the island. Women are freaking out about how cold it is and how wet they are. Men are at the beach, like hanging out, dunking each other, playing chicken or whatever, right? And just like, again, socialized. Like they weren't being socialized to handle survival in that way, right? Whereas as boys and men, it's like there's a lot of not all of us are learning how to fish, not all of us are learning how to hunt, right. Not all of us are learning how to kill stuff and you know make fires and all that. But there is somewhere along the line, there is like a general understanding of it, right? Of like what needs to happen in order for us to survive. Like, well, we got to get to shelter. I mean, we got to chop down trees. We got to build it this way. We got to, because at some point we did it. Like we didn't maybe dive all the way into becoming a contractor or Bob the Builder, but like we built a fort. We built it, like we figured out how to make it sturdy. And we, you know, we caught a lizard out in the front yard and we didn't eat him this time, but on this deserted island, when we catch the lizard, we're going to chop him. Yeah. But for the women, it was like, oh my God, a snake. And they freaked out and ran away. Or it was like a caiman, which is like a small alligator. They freaked out and ran and they just left it. But the men caught one and killed it and ate for like, you know what I mean? Ate good too. Right? Women were starving, were dehydrated because they wouldn't drink the water. Men are thriving. Like they're like cheering around the campfire. Like it looked like they were having it looked like one of those, you know, you see like men's retreats. It looked like a men's retreat. Like they were having the time of their lives. Guys are high-fiving and handshaking and the whole thing. Right? Making music.
Just jumping, diving, and eating good, throwing.
And the camera flips back to the other side, and it looks like we need to donate 19 cents a day to these women because they are struggling. They're dehydrated. They haven't eaten in days. They haven't drank water in days. Oh, my God. What did Uncle say? I'm so thirsty and so weak. Right? They're calling for a medic. People are dropping like flies. And it's the same island, so they have all of the same resources. But my question, I guess, in all of that is like, and I guess we kind of answered it, right? Because it's probably more socialization in society. I think ultimately, like society socializes men to be more, not masculine, more survivalist. Than women. And then, and as we get older, we learn how to use others or like to partnership to grow. And they're like, if we're going to survive, like, you know how to hunt. I know how to build. All right, so you're going to go kill everything. I'm going to build the house that we got to live in. Whereas women didn't get either one of those things, right? They probably could have, and this is going to sound sexist, but like they probably could have done some quote unquote female thing. I'm not going to name any in particular, but something they could have done, right? Like, but then they don't get the survival skills that I think are maybe necessary. It was ultimately, it was funny to see it, but it's also kind of like sad because maybe not sad.
I think it's just they get a different set of survival skills. And the survival skills that they learn did not translate to survival on an island.
Right, okay.
Like their skills, how to survive.
South Central.
How to survive. Now I got that song in my head. You don't let it from a handbook. But you know, how to survive in corporate America, how to survive
as a woman.
In patriarchy.
Like at night. How to survive in a parking lot, you know?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe.
But again, that's society, right? Because on the deserted island, there isn't those constructs. There isn't like corporate America. It's just straight up survival. You're going to live or you're going to die. You have to figure out how to do that. And in the event of apocalypse, which is coming eventually, right? A zombie apocalypse.
Sheesh.
It's funny on these shows, like there's always like these groups of women who live and survive and they have like their little area that they live in and there's no men allowed and all that. I don't think as a man I would want to be in one of those like scenarios, right? Like if all the women died today and there was no more women left, I'm gone, bro.
That's it.
Get me up out of here. Like, what I'm finna, like for what?
Man, you're not trying to jump into the river and, you know what I'm saying,
hell
eat gator?
Hell no, bro.
Oh, come on, man.
We only got a couple. I'm going to hang out for a couple weeks and give it a chance to see if these women coming back. But like, for what? What we going to do?
We're going to live, man. We're just going to live.
We're just going to live until we die.
Until we die.
Yeah, I guess, man. It depends on the apocalypse, right? Like if they just feels like a snap and they all disappeared, but all the world was still the same. Okay, cool. But if it was like a disaster, right? Like, yeah, I'm out, bro. Yeah, I'd rather live by myself than to live with a bunch of dudes. For like, yeah, I'm out. Man. Y'all enjoy it though. Peace be the journey.
Dang, you just gonna leave me out there, huh?
You be all right.
You see,
you got Mark. Man. You got your brother. Like you all be good.
Man, they don't know how to fish. I'm the only one that know how to fish.
See, but Mark will ride a bike somewhere.
Like y'all ride this bike.
Y'all be all right. No, Mark know how to shoot.
Okay, that's true.
So y'all be good.
We'll be all right. Yeah,
just going up to the top of a mountain or something like Moses and just never come back. That's it, guys.
Man, come on and hang with the golden guys, man. We be doing all right, man.
Nah, man. I couldn't do it. and it sounds funny to say, but like, for what?
Because there's still life, man.
Yeah, but like,
I almost said something real crazy, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I stopped myself.
Because like you think about all the stuff that would go away if women were to be gone, right? Like obviously it doesn't matter what gender is gone. People can do those jobs, right?
Right, yeah.
But some of this, there's just no softness in the world. Everything is all hard and gray. Yeah. It's a bunch of like leather and like carbon fiber. like everything got hard edges and smell like cedar and like must. Because that's the other part. Because if there's no women around, and obviously there's orientation or whatever, right? Like we're not getting into that conversation. But let's just say there's no women around, right? Dudes would just stink.
Yeah, for sure.
Dudes would be gross. The world would be gross. For sure. It would be it would be what I imagine the zombie apocalypse to smell like. Like wherever it smells like on Walking Dead, that's what the world would smell like, and we wouldn't be dead.
That's what I was thinking about the island. Like, okay, so once the guys have gotten to a point to where they know they can get food, they know they've got water, they know that they're safe. When does Lord of the Flies happen? Because that happens at one point where I'm gonna get tired of being around you after a while. And you know what? I should be the one to run this, not you. I'm the one that knows how to fish. I'm the one that built this. I should lead. And it would be, I feel like we would make it work, but maybe not. Because, you know, the first thing that we learn as men is, you know, our emotions is either anger or, anger. You know
and you're right. Because once it's like, it's not life or death anymore, and we all are secure and like our ability to survive, like we know we're going to be okay, then it starts being egos, right? Because we're beyond the potential of death. Yeah. Now it's like, oh man, I'm eating good. I'm feeling strong. And why he eating the same amount that I'm eating? Like I went out and caught the fish, but he get to eat. Like, I'm eating more fish.
Give me the conch.
Yeah, that's.
Listen up, piggy. You know, it could be amazing, or it could just go to hell very quickly after we get to that safe point.
Right.
Because I feel like that's how it is in society, right? If all right, we can go back to 9/11. When 9/11 hit, for a brief moment, it was like, we're all Americans. We need to be there for each other. And then like about a week later, it was like Indian dudes getting snatched out of cabs because some racist dude decided that you were Arab and Arabs were the bad people. Then it was, we need to ban the Muslims. And no, that was when Trump came in. But you know what I'm saying? It was like all this like against Muslim, you know, Islamophobia and all this kind of. So for a brief moment, when the world ends, or if the world ends, apocalypse happens, we're going to be good for a solid couple of weeks. And then after that, It's
Couple
gonna
weeks?
get real solid.
I was
Couple
gonna
of
say
weeks.
6 months, but
6
a couple
months,
weeks
okay.
might be more realistic though.
I mean, maybe 6 months, but people when their back is against the wall, you know what I'm saying, things get real shaky for people. You start to see like, okay, I thought you love God. Why are you beating up that homeless man to get the last piece of the chicken?
Listen, God said I'm supposed to eat.
Right?
God told me that he ain't. Like, if I'm gonna eat, he can't eat. Yeah, that's a sad and probably unfortunate truth. Not probably unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Probably true.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
My faith in humanity is slowly slipping.
Yes. Slipping in the
I'm a day closer to being an expat. Like every day something happens. I'm like, man, I don't know if it's even gonna be better over there, but man, I'm gonna find out.
Feel like it might be.
Yeah, listen.
I got a buddy, he just got back from South Korea. He was telling me about it. He was like, yeah, man, the kids, 8-year-old boy on the bus by himself because there's no issues, like we have over here when it comes to the children. It's just in the society that the children are protected.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, you're going to have, people that are going to be predators no matter what. But it's like, yeah, man, we're on a bus. You just see a bus full of like these young kids, and then they get off the bus and they walk to where they need to walk to. There's no parents on the bus with them. It was crazy, man. He's like, I have my daughter. She's going to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, yeah, go ahead. Because I knew she was all right. And then he was like, when we landed back in America, we're at the airport. And she was like, Daddy, I'm going to the bathroom. He said, hey, wait. I got to go with you, make sure everything is cool. Because it's a different mentality now. We're back home.
Right.
And I'm like, dang. I felt the same way about, we were in Thailand. I'm like, I'm eating like a pig. And I'm like, how did I lose 10 pounds? I ate like crazy.
Yeah.
Just don't make no sense.
That was a trip.
But I mean, I'm sure every place has, their thing that you're just like,
yeah.
But I don't know, bro.
There's no utopia, right? Like there's something everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of like, are you what are you trading for? Mm-hmm. Like you're trading for the lesser evil, but there's something going to be there, right?
Yeah.
And you just hope that it's not something that you can't handle.
That part.
Right? Going back to survival and talking about like kind of life or death scenarios. There was another one in the group chat, another video that was a Big Boy from Big Boy's Neighborhood.
Big Boy!
And Aries Spears. And so the question was, would you rather know how you're going to die, or would you rather know when you're going to die? Like if someone slipped 2 envelopes on the table in front of you and it was like a how and a when, which one would you take?
And I had to take one?
You got to pick one.
Dang.
Because obvious answer is neither, right? You just want to live your life and like whatever happens.
Let me just rock. Whew. How and when? That's a deep question, sir. I mean, the when would be terrible for me because I'm just waiting for that moment to happen, but then also it could be great if the when is, in 60 years, you're going to do this or do that. But I think the problem with the how is you're going to choke on a grape one day. Mm-hmm. Now I'm living my whole life like, I ain't eating no damn grapes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh, you're going to get hit by a car. Oh, man, I can't get in the car. I don't want to get in the car.
Right.
Man, but if I had to choose, speed this up for y'all. Give me the how, because I feel like at least with the how, I can do something to work at it. If it's like you're going to have a brain aneurysm, I mean, there's not much you could do about that. Or you're going to get cancer, not much you can do about that. So, F it, man. I'm just going to live my life and let it rock. If I know when, I don't know, man. What about you?
Yeah, so I had some time to think this one through.
Cheating, man.
So it's tough, right? Because when you think about it, when, and I'm leaning towards when, right? And the reason I say that is because if I know when I'm going to die, I can change the way I move, right? Like regardless of what I do today, if I'm not going to die until, February 2040, then it don't matter. I could take all kind of risks. I can go out and play in traffic and not get hit by, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's all these different things you can do because you know exactly when you're going to die, and it ain't today. So I can take these chances. I can live a life fully. Like, say it's next week. All right, I know I'm going to die next week. I better start. I'm going to do everything that I can. I'm partying. Like, I'm going to do everything I can because I know that I'm going to end pretty soon. I don't know about all that. No, but you could. There's no ODing, right? Like, you just be as high as meat coats. You know what I mean?
As high as Wu-Tang get.
Right. But the how, I think the how part is difficult because, like, if you, like, for example, you say grapes, right? I don't know if it really changes anything. Like, okay, I'm not gonna eat grapes, but I know a grape is going to kill me. So at some point it's gonna happen. So I might as well just eat. Might as well just eat them, right?
Shot you in the head with a grape.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a grape is gonna be the way I'm gonna die. It might be today. I'm gonna eat these grapes. You know what I mean? But and you never know when it's gonna happen. You just know it's gonna happen. Even if it was something medical, right? Like it's I don't know, heart attack or something, right? So you try to do cardio and try to take care of yourself and make sure your heart is healthy. But at some point, a heart attack is going to get you. Like, so doing all that stuff isn't going to stop it. It's still going to happen. Yeah. So, like, I don't know if that changes or gives me anything, right? I just know I'm going to die from a heart attack. Oh, okay. All right. So I guess I'll get my heart healthy, but I can still, healthy people have died from heart attacks.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Right. So, like, that part really doesn't matter. But at least if I know when I'm going to die, I can do things differently. I can plan accordingly. I can set some stuff up for the kids. We can, if it's like a short time, like I'm on a limited schedule here. Like, all right, we got to do X, Y, and Z. What's on our bucket list? Like, I can start putting those things together. Like, if I got 40 years, and I can make a longer bucket list of things that we do. Like, so I would definitely, now that I've talked through it a little bit more, I would definitely take the win, because it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna make me like a terrible person, right? Like, I'm not gonna become like a villain because I know when I'm gonna die. But I think I would live life more abundantly if I knew when it was gonna happen. I think there's a lot, and this may be just me personally, is like, I'm young, I'm healthy. I feel like I got a lot of time ahead of me. So I don't have to rush to do things as much. Right. At the same time, I'm always thinking like I could be dead tomorrow. This is really cryptic. Because this is something that me and Ari talk about this all the time. And it's, whenever we do something for the family that has any relation to the family, I always use our family email and like whatever, I use family stuff, right? And she's like, why do you always, because she uses, sometimes she'll use her own personal email or whatever. And I was like, listen, man, whatever it is, if you set it up, use the family email. And I was like, the reason I do it that way is because if I get hit by a car tomorrow, you need to be able to sign into this stuff. You need to be able to get access to this stuff. So I use the family email because you also have access to the family email. If I use my personal email, you can't get into it. Like, you're not gonna be able to, it's not gonna send you a code to get into the email. Like, you're gonna have to go through a whole bunch of hoops. So, like, I'm always thinking about, like, today I could walk out of the house and not come back in the house today. So, like, that's already there. But at least if I know, like, I can walk out the house today and I come back, and I'm gonna keep being able to come back until July 27, 2047, then cool, I'm great. I'm rocking. Like, I'm go out the house and with a full cup, come back in the house with a full cup because I know I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. And then as we get closer, maybe I do some things differently. Maybe I don't go out the house as much. Maybe I do more stuff with the family, like whatever. But I think time or when, yes, ultimately, I would choose when. Just
when, okay.
For the reasons that I said, just because I think for me, I think that makes me feel better.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. I feel you. I think I got a statement and I got a question then. So the statement is this nigga, we're going to keep going. So the problem that I have, well, not the problem, but the thing that's a curveball for me with the win is, okay, if I know when, and like you were saying, like, okay, it's in 60 years from now, or 20 years, or 10 days, or whatever, I know I can go and just be more reckless and just do whatever. But it don't say that I can't sit in the hospital for 4 years after getting hit by the car in the street.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, do I get to be a little more reckless, quote unquote? Or do I still have to live my life in the way that I would regularly live my life? Which takes me to this question. if you know that you can die at any moment, and knowing that now, right, versus knowing when you're going to die, and you're like, oh, well, if I know I'm going to die this at these many years or these days or these months, I'm going to live my life more free or more whatever. What's stopping you from living your life that way
now?
Right now.
So I was at the end of it.
No, we're still good. Yeah, that's yeah. My bad. Yeah.
All right. So I'll start by saying I only use playing in traffic as an example. I'm not. So I think personality wise, right? Like I just generally am not doing anything that could potentially kill me. Like I just don't enjoy doing death-defying things. And as I've gotten older and I got responsibility and I got family and all, stuff like that. So I'm less likely to go skydiving. I'm not bungee jumping. I'm not doing some of those things that, if I know I'm not going to die from it for another 20 years, I'm still just not interested. You know what I mean? Like it's just not at the top of my list of things to do. So I would say for somebody that's like into that kind of stuff, it might not be a good idea for you to know when, because you might go, cliff jumping or something crazy and then end up a quadriplegic. Like you're alive, but that ain't the type of life that you want to live based on the personality that you had.
Kill me, I got 40 more years.
Right.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah. Be a vegetable. Oof. You're technically still alive, but you're alive for another 40 years, right? Oof. That would suck. So I think I would lose. Obviously, I would lose a like I could die any day mindset, because I know I'm not going to die any day, right? Like I know what day I'm going to die, but I think I still would have the same personality. I would still do the same stuff, and then knowing when that day is going to come. I don't really like right now. I expect it to be years from now, right? That I die, and so I think I'm still living in a way that is setting up for that ending at some point. And I'm not doing stuff that's, gonna kill me. Like I'm not I'm not snorting lines because I know I'm not gonna OD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the part. Again, like I said earlier, it depends on the person. It depends on the situation. For me, I don't think that would be necessarily a curveball for me, because that's just not me.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I think I would still do the how, just because I'd be like, F it, man. Just, it's the closest thing to what I have right now. So,
yeah.
My doctor already told me, Mr. Todd, if you eat this way and you live your life this way, then high blood pressure, stroke, heart disease, right? Like, if I eat too much pizza, then, I know I could die at one point. Just because I want a pizza. That's crazy to think about it in that way. But so it's like, man, yeah. I think I'm still gonna stick with the how.
Okay.
I'd rather not know at all. I'd rather just have what I have right now today and just like, man, let's go.
Yeah, I think that plays a big part in it too, right? Because you're in a scenario where obviously all of us have ambitions and want more, right? But we're in a position where life is pretty good, right? It's comfortable. We're okay. So kind of wanting to stay as close to normal is like the idea, right? But like if you were in a terrible situation, you might lean more towards one way or the other. You know what I mean? Or you maybe more want, I don't know, maybe to know when, so you can go do some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
And also I think too, being in the 40s, having experienced 40 years of life and looking forward to the 40, like we're in the middle point where it's like, I think asking the 20-year-old this question gives you a very, very different response, or a 60-year-old gives you a very different response, right? Because they've already got some health concerns and like, all right, is the heart thing gonna be the thing to get me? Oh, it's not. It's a grape. Oh, you know what I mean? I've been taking this medicine for 20 years, and I am,
eat this fried chicken,
right? So I think it always depends on who you are and the context of your situation, but yeah, I understand why you would want to try to kind of stay close to where you are, because I feel the same way. Like I would pretty much be doing the same stuff I'm doing now, just with the understanding that I'm gonna, on this day, hey guys, that's it.
It's time for me to sleep.
Yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side.
Gathered with the ancestors. Yep. All right, man. That's a nice dreary way to end the show. So let's not end the show. Let's do some congratulations, brother. You want to go first?
Yeah.
It didn't sound too confident in that, man.
I'm still, man. I still feel how I feel about congratulations.
That's
Because
all right.
I always get to this point. I'm like, should I tell you what I need congratulations for, or am I just saying things that I've done and then you congratulate me, or am I congratulating you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
Because
So
we don't do this. It's not natural, and we need to make it natural.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I'm gonna start by congratulating you. Just on something off the top of my head, and then
me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations on being in a position in your life where you feel like if you had the option to know when or how you die, you, regardless of which one you chose, your ultimate goal is to stay as close to where you are right now, which means that you've created a life and a family for yourself that is near your desired outcome, right? Like, some people that are searching for ways to completely change their whole situation, right? Like their lives are in dire straits, or they're with a person they don't like, in a situation they don't like, in a house or whatever, and you've crafted and created a life for yourself, you know, that you want to be in. Like, hey, I don't really even care when or how. Like, I just want to stay here and just enjoy where I got, and that's really, really cool. So congratulations on that, and congratulations on the recovery and the bounce back from being injured. You're not 100% yet, but working your way through it, and will soon be healthy. So congratulations on health.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that,
My man.
Hey, man. I was congratulating myself, so I did not come prepared to congratulate you. You know what I'm saying? And you're still trying to get out of congratulating yourself.
I got that. So let me just say it real quick. I talked on the last episode a couple weeks ago about Baseline Performance. Officially, technically is live now, but I'm not really talking about it. It'll officially go live where you can go to the site and make purchases on Saturday. If you're one of the first 50 people, Baseline 20 will save you 20%. So if you're listening to the podcast, I don't know when you're listening to it. That probably will be gone by the time you hear it. But if it's not, you go there, hit Baseline 20, might save yourself 20%. If you subscribe or, drop your email in there, it'll at least save you 15%. So you may be able to save some money either way.
No, we're dropping this tomorrow. So we good.
So check that out. I'm excited about it. It's now moving faster than it was moving. At one point, it had a little slowdown, but now we firing on all cylinders. So should be live and ready to go this weekend. I'm excited.
Nice, man. Congratulations, brother. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying, man.
I'm trying to get like you, man. Just trying to make stuff happen.
Hey, man. Congratulate yourself, man. That's one thing we need to do more, man. Congratulate ourselves. Oh, man, we didn't get to that one topic, but we'll get to it maybe next week. My thing was kind of like what you were saying about my return to health, I should say, but it wasn't so much about the return. It was about my changing my mind state when I was down. Me and Tiff, we used to be in this couples class with like a lot of older people. And I remember there was one brother, he was like a man's man. He said, he had gotten cancer and there was things that he could not do anymore. And he had to depend on his wife. And he was so angry about it until the point to where God opened his eyes to see, like, here is this person that I got for you to help you. Mm-hmm. Right? Your partner, you know what I'm saying? Partner in crime, partner in, whatever you want to call it. That is helping you see her. And he was like, man, it just opened my eyes to how amazing she is. And while I do not have cancer, and God willing, I never will, being anybody that's listening that's ever had, thrown your back out or whatnot, or had a pinched nerve, whatever it may be, like certain things you just can't even do by yourself. It's time for you to use the bathroom. It's going to be a whole lot of deep breathing and, okay, let's make this happen. So me, I'm the same way. I'm not like a Cro-Magnon beast mode. I'm the man, but I am a man's man. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch out. Let me get that for you. Why are you carrying those bags? You got a man, right? Give me your bags. What are you doing? That kind of brother. Having to not just lean on my wife, but also lean on my daughter to help me do things like pass me my socks so I can put my shoes on. Pass me my shoes after you give me my socks so I can put my shoes on. Or can you tie my shoes for me? You know, these things that literally humbled me, but I got to a place to where I was comfortable being able to ask them to do the things. And the reason I was comfortable to ask them to do the things is because they wanted to do these things for me.
Mm.
And it just made me feel like whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if I have to sit down, I'm protected. We're going to be all right. I'm going to be taken care of. And then I'm going to get back better. And then I'm going to handle business like I was doing before. But it was good for me to be humbled in that way and to also just to see, because I already knew it, but it's different when you're going through it and you have to rely on someone to do something. And you physically just cannot do something, or maybe you can't afford to do something. You ain't got the money. You know, as men, we're always like, we provide, we protect, we take charge. And it's like, okay, well, if you don't got the money to do it and your wife has a better job or is making more money at this point in life, and she's like, yo, the bank account is ours, it's paid for. It's like, okay, cool. That feels beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just changing that mind state and just feeling safe, and it felt good, man. So yeah, just that in itself.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And again, I think that leans into, and I don't know if you got anything else to say, but I think that leans into what I was saying about you earlier, about you having a life, like building that life in those people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they want to take care of you because of who you are, right? And the relationships that you've built, and like being able to be vulnerable in that moment, or having the space and wherewithal to be like, you know, I can't do this on my own and I need help. And then you've created a little person in your daughter that is like, okay, daddy, like, I get it. Like, I'm gonna help you out. And you got a wife who's a helpmeet, is like, yeah, whatever you need, like, I got you. Like, I got your back, right? You've created and built that with them, right? In concert with them, but also because of who you are. And that's dope, man. Congratulations again to you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You just out here getting all the congratulations.
Hey, feeling good out here.
It's Big Mike Day.
Almost got me tearing up, so I'm glad the camera cut off, man. Can't nobody see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Damn. But now I gotta go slave, man. I gotta go.
Man, you don't have to.
You're right.
You know, you take a matchbook with you. And some kinds of paper products.
You should pay us more, baby.
Right? Just paper that's crazy. We can't talk about that on the podcast right now because we got to wrap up. But that's crazy.
That's crazy. But is it?
Right? Because there's a whole lot of insurance money that went with that.
Man, and you know, like you said, we can't get too deep into it. I really want to, but having a discussion with my buddy at work, and one thing that he says is, you know, we agree upon this. You know, we're like, listen, if Trump makes the country so bad that regular degular white person that was regular middle class and, you know, just had a very comfortable life begins to feel the pressure of what Black folks and immigrants and even poor white people go through, that's when things change, because they're going to burn the warehouse down because they're not used to coming home and making a mayonnaise sandwich, or, you know what I'm saying, a barbecue sauce sandwich. They're not used to having to stretch them noodles out or eating sardines or smoked oysters, like whatever it may be. They're not used to it. So it's going to feel foreign.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot where, so, you know, the warehouse is going to get burnt down. And I feel like hopefully we never come to that point to where we got to start burning the warehouse down.
Right.
But, you know, I've always told people, I'm like, you look at minorities, we are the barometer for how America is doing. And if you want to know how America can rise up will help those folks that are in a position where they need help to rise up. Because as the famous quote goes, a rising tide lifts all ships.
Yep.
But, you know, I don't want to get too deep into that at the very end. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Yeah. Then the other side of that is like, instead of raising the tide, people just build bigger boats. Right. The people who can afford it just build taller boats so they're further away from the water. Like we don't need to raise the tide if my boat is. It's a whole conversation.
Come on, Noah's Ark, man.
For next time.
We can all make it through the flood. Bro.
Right. Oh man, don't do it. All right, let's get out of here.
Right. Where can they find us at, my brother?
You probably are already seeing us on Instagram at Grown Man Gang Pod.
Ooh.
If you're not, you definitely should go ahead, head over there and follow us to get all the clips of the episode. On YouTube is the same, right? YouTube has been kind of popping lately. So we definitely got to stay on top of that. I appreciate all the comments, the likes, the shares. And then if you wanted us to talk about something or you want to reach out to us directly at Grown Man Gang Podcast on Gmail, is the best way to get in touch with, or one of the ways, right? You can DM us or message us on any of the other platforms, but the email will probably get our attention a little faster. So shout out to y'all, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys joining us for another episode. Hope we shared something that resonated with you. If we did, or you feel like it did, make sure you share it with another brother. Grown Man Game is a podcast that's for us, by us, but it only gets good if we share it with us. So make sure you share it with another brother, and we'll see y'all next time.
Deuces, yeah.
Grown Man Gang. GMG. What up, Rod?